got a few minutes before starting. Mrs. Chan, good morning. You're welcome. Thank you.
Chairperson, do I proceed to witness?
Yes, you can proceed. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Cham. You have some documents with you?
Pardon?
Do you have some documents you want to tender?
Yes, I do. The first one is the per diem payment tariff sheet. The first one is the per diem.
Can you please increase your voice?
Yes, the first document is the sheet, the per diem payment sheet tariff that we use.
The per diem payment too?
Yes. The last time you asked for how do we pay per diems?
Yes.
Yes, and we have a guideline that we use to pay per diems.
Yes.
I also have the 2019 council budget and 2020 council budget.
2019 and 2020.
2019 and 2020.
Please proceed.
You also asked that the trip to Dakar, how many people went? I have in description, they're here, and those who went to pick for the visa, and also the staff that also went to accompany the mayor to the Indian embassy in Dakar, and also the individuals who also traveled to Belgium.
You only have a list?
Their names, yes. I list.
You don't have the documentations for this?
No, they are with the commission here.
Okay, so we will get the list.
Okay.
In addition to the list, you will be required to come to the commission and get all these documents, the vouchers in with respect to these particular payments, if
all right.
any,
all right.
the invitation letters, if any.
All right.
It's all the necessary documents.
Yes, that's what I have for now.
We apply to tender the following documents, Honorable Chairperson. The first is the draft annual plan and budget 2019. The second is the Cardiff Municipal Council annual plan and budget 2020. Where did you extract this from? The guidelines?
This is what the central government used. We print it from our system.
You print it from?
From our system. We have
yes, but where do you extract it from? What is the source and document? Is it the GO? What is it?
It's from the government, central government. I'm not sure.
But you don't know from which document,
Yeah.
from which book?
No, I'm not sure.
So you will need to find it out. We cannot admit it like that. Yes, we apply to tender these two documents into evidence as exhibit.
Mr. Chairman, this is the actual budget that was executed in 2019 and 2020 respectively.
Yes.
These were the ones that are the budgets that you implemented.
Yes.
All right, thank you. The draft annual, but the document says draft. For the 2019, it says draft annual plan, but for the 2020, it says annual plan and budget, which means it's the final one. So is it this draft that you had clearance to implement?
Yeah, this is what we implementing. The changes, there are no significant changes. The bulk of all the budgets have been submitted here at the commission here.
Okay.
I could not lay hands on them. They are still helping.
Okay. So what you will do is you will help us tomorrow
Okay.
to check in which of the boxes that you put it, because we've been trying to go through the documents serrating.
All right.
So just like what lead counsel said, you will come and then I just wanted to be clear,
All right.
because if you say there are some variations,
Not significant.
not significant variation,
Yeah.
but you may check and see whether there are any additional or supplementary budgets that you understand you dealt with in 2019.
Okay.
Yes, and then you also check where the 2018, we will need the 2018 budget, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23.
All right.
Thank you. The draft annual plan and budget for 2019 and the annual plan and budget for 2020 are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/012.
As the commission places. Now I will just hand over to you this handwritten list of witnesses that traveled in relation to these various trips. That is the Dakar visa submission and pickup, the India embassy, Dakar trip, and the trip to Belgium. And you can just read out the names and you can have them on record. Yes, we can start. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just read out the list you have, the names you have in your list.
Okay. The first one is the Dakar trip. The first visit, that is for visa
Submission.
submission. I think this for the Canadian, to the Canadian embassy.
Yes.
You have Nuru Adams, Aissatou Fall, Yusuf Sala, and the Lord Mayor.
Yusuf Sala.
Sala, yes.
What is his designation?
That's the driver.
And the Lord Mayor.
Yes. Aissatou Fall is PR manager. Nuru is protocol officer.
Yes, please proceed. How about the collection?
The collection picking the visa is Aissatou Fall, the PR manager, and you have Amadou. Amadou, I'm not sure of his surname. He's the driver.
Yes, the second trip.
The other trip, that is to the Indian embassy. You have the mayor.
The invitation from the Indian embassy.
Exactly, yes.
Yes.
You have the mayor, the Lord Mayor, you have Yusufa, the driver.
Please increase your voice.
You have the Lord Mayor, you have Yusufa Sala, the driver. You have Kibili, the security or the oddly. You have Aisatu Fal.
Yes.
Yes. That's it.
The third one.
The third one for the Belgium trip, you have the Lord Mayor. You have Councillor Karamo Sise.
Councillor?
Karamo Sise.
Yes.
You have Kanjura Kani.
Kanjura Kani?
Yes.
Is he the same as Kan Mustafa Kani?
Yes.
Is that all?
You have Fariman Sao, though he is not a staff of the council, but
Fariman?
Saho.
Sala?
Saho.
Saho?
Yes.
He's not a staff?
Yes.
Where does he work?
He works within our municipality. I think he was kind of a, I'm not sure, but he's not a staff. He helps, he knows the connection in that country.
He knows the?
He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
So for the Canadian visa, do we know whether, for instance, all the documents we have asked for, was visa granted in the first place? Was it issued?
I think yes, visa was granted.
Are you sure about that? Because we had something different from as the file, if I can recall, that it was not. But are you?
Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure. But mail travel, I think mail travel.
So give us all the information. And what was the purpose of the travel?
Okay. Let me note that one out.
Do you have the purpose of the travel?
I can't say for now. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay, please. All the relevant documents, the vouchers involved as well. The vouchers, the invitations, if any. And that goes to for all these trips as well.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Chairperson, that's all for Mr. Cham. We'll come back unless there are other questions.
Thank you, Mr. Cham. So please, did you note the remaining budgets so that we will be able to check whether the draft, the variation was not much, and the other remaining budgets
All right.
from the submissions.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Your discharge for the moment.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Bojan, can you please call the next one? By the way, Mr. Cham, do you have any other document that you have with you that you wish to present to us? You don't? Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. What is your religion? Can you speak into the mic, please?
Yeah. I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In English, please.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Make an affirmation.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay. Repeat after me. Raise your right hand into the air. Use your right hand. And then repeat after me. I, Demboja, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Jai.
Good morning.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
I'm not hearing you, Mr. Jai.
All right, thank you.
Please raise your voice a bit so that we can hear you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Can you please proceed?
Please tell the commission what your full name is.
My name is Demboja.
Suja, what is your address?
Laman, Kerawan.
I'm in Kerewan.
Yeah.
Your occupation?
The HR manager of K.M.C.
Since when?
Since 2018, May 10th.
2018.
Yeah.
So yeah, what is your educational background?
I had my primary education at Pakalending.
You have your?
Primary school education at Pakalending Primary, then to Pakalending Upper Basic, then eventually Tahir Ahmadiyya Senior Secondary School, where I graduated in 2000. From there, I was on trained teacher, posted at different areas of the country. And eventually, in 2002, I had my diploma in office packages, diploma in PC repairs, diploma in management information system. Then I was appointed at the Gambia College as an ICT trainer for 1 year, then eventually to RBTH, where I was the data manager for the Global Fund HIV program until December 2008. Well, before that, I had my advanced diploma in human resources at DTTI. Then 2008 December, I traveled to the UK for my first degree. While there, I started with advanced diploma in management practice with the University of Ulster in Ireland, then the BSc in banking, economics and law with Roehampton University.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, you recall that a statement was obtained from you by the investigators.
So,
I will ask that you be given a copy of your statement. It's a 2-page statement. The date is 11th of July, 2023.
yeah.
Please go through it. There's also an additional statement as well.
Yeah.
Take your time, go through it, and then you will be required to tell us whether those were the statements obtained from you by the investigators.
Yes, I'm done.
We apply to tender a statement obtained from and identified by the witness, Dembo Ja. The date is 11th of July 2023, and an additional statement obtained on the 1st of August 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 11th of July 2023, made by the witness, Mr. Demboja, and the additional statement made on the 1st of August 2024 are both admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DJ/KMC/001.
As the commission places. Now, do you have your appointment letter?
Yeah, I got it.
Were you confirmed?
Yes, I was confirmed.
May we please see this document?
Yeah, the confirmation is not available at the moment because I'm on vacation, so I'll provide that later on.
Please come again.
I'm saying the confirmation of employment is not available at the moment, but I'll provide you with in due course.
We applied to tender an offer of appointment letter addressed to the witness Dembo Ja, signed by Salaman Jai, Acting Chief Executive Officer. The date is 11th of May 2018, into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 11th of May 2018 with reference KMC/ADM/074 addressed to Mr. Demboja, Lamin Kerawan, Upper West Coast Region. The letter is from Kanifing Municipal Council with the subject offer of appointment. The letter is signed by Salam Anjai, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Chairman, Interim Committee, Acting Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, IT Manager, Acting Executive Secretary. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/DJ/KMC/002.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Jack, what can you tell us about your role or your function as a HR manager, the human resource manager at K.M.C?
Yeah, I am the human resource manager of Carnegie Municipal Council, and my key
We
functions.
will certainly need you to increase your voice.
Yes. I am the HR manager of the Carnegie Municipal Council, and my key functions includes recruitment and selection, performing staff of appraisal system for staff of the municipal council, and also analyzing training need or assessment of training needs for staff, and also the implementation of policies for the council. Those are basically my functions.
So you have a role to play in recruitment.
Yes, sir.
And how do you perform this?
Usually, when applications came in, I received them, and it is normally taken to the Establishment and Appointment Committee. The Establishment and Appointment Committee would then decide as to whenever there is vacancies. They will definitely go through it. Most of the vacancies, some of them would be advertised, but some will not be advertised because they are within, so they will scout for individuals within or the files that are available at the time.
So some will not be advertised?
Yeah, because
Go ahead.
Yeah, there are some vacancies that are advertised, but some are not usually advertised.
Why?
Yeah. Well, I don't have any answer to that.
Why can't you answer that? You work as the HR manager. You should be in a position to say why the positions were not advertised in some instances.
Yeah, that's the decision of the CEO and the management. So,
And the management?
Yes.
Are you not part of management?
No, because there is a line director to me too. So.
And what's your line director?
Jaya Cham.
Jaya Cham is your immediate boss?
Yeah, it's my immediate boss.
Are you a member of the establishment committee?
No, I'm not a member.
Why is that?
I only attend meetings to give them facts. I'm not a member of the committee.
But you attend meetings?
Yeah, I attend meetings.
You attend meetings regularly?
Yes, most at times if I don't have much to do. Then
Do you advise them?
Yes, I advise, but they said, for example, I'm not actually advising because my advices are not taken into consideration because even if I start to advise, then they will say I am here to give facts, not to advise them on what they need.
What kind of facts would they expect you to give them if you don't tell them what your expert opinion is?
Yeah, because the facts that they would be requesting for is usually like for example, I knew all the staff, so if in an event that they want to know about a particular staff, then they would request for that facts.
So for the issues of employment, even if you disagree with them, they wouldn't hear you or listen to you?
No. I'm not there to advise or to represent SECHA.
Because they told you you're not there to advise?
Sorry?
Because you said you were told you're not there to advise?
Yes, I'm not there to advise. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you were told by the establishment committee that you are not there to advise them.
Yeah, very well.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And so, when they employ people without advertisement, would that be proper?
Would that be?
Proper.
No, as at the time that they were doing that, because there was no system in place.
I'm asking you.
Sorry?
Whether if they appoint people or employees without following due process, without advertising these positions to get the best in these areas for healthy competition, would that be proper based on your experience?
Yeah, there are instances where vacancies may not be advertised and it will be headhunt.
Yes.
Yes, that's
and what is the process involved in headhunt?
Headhunting, like getting a qualified personnel somewhere that they feel are very suitable for the position, and they will headhunt.
And how do you determine qualified personnel?
It depends on the way it is determined. Like, for example, you know an expert somewhere that works and has an expertise in that particular area, then you can definitely recommend that to the authorities, and then they will bring him on board.
You recommend?
Yes, you recommend. But I don't recommend.
No. Right. Do not be in a hurry to suggest that I'm referring to you in some of these appointments. You understand that? We want to understand what your job entails and how it has been executed within the Carnegie Municipal Council. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Very well.
Now, you were explaining the issue of headhunting.
Yeah.
Now, I'm asking you, what does it involve? What is the process? Everything has a process. Every procedure has a process.
Yeah.
So if you are to headhunt in a particular position, what will in fact warrant you to choose the option of headhunting instead of advertisement? As an expert.
As an expert. These are
You are the expert now.
Yeah.
You are the HR manager.
Very well.
You've told us your CV.
Yeah.
You are very much grounded in this area.
Yeah.
What would warrant an institution to choose headhunting procedure in a particular position as opposed to the normal procedure, which is you roll out an advertisement and qualified people would apply and be subjected to a rigorous interview, and then the best will be taken? Tell us.
Yeah, that is what I've just answered by saying, well, they hand on if there is no qualified. Like, for example, most at times, vacancies will be advertised. So if they haven't got the potentials in the person that they're looking for, then they will then head on.
So the first thing to do is to rule out the advertisement.
Yeah, to do advertisement.
And once you've done that, and you can't get a qualified personnel, then you can now go and headhunt.
Headhunt, yes.
That is the best procedure to follow.
Yes, that's the procedure.
Is that procedure normally followed at K.M.C.?
K.M.C, there was no system in place before 2018. So when the new council came up, then they start to establish those systems in place.
Is that process followed in K.M.C? It's a very simple question. I didn't ask you whether in the past where there was a system during 2018 where they were trying to follow a system. When I ask you direct questions, you give me direct answers. Was that system followed in K.M.C?
Yeah, that's what I'm coming up, because I just wanted to justify the reason. Because
I don't ask you to justify reasons.
Yeah.
I asked you to give me answers. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Was that system followed? Because your answers, we will test them with the evidence we have. So be mindful.
Yeah.
Be very mindful.
Very well.
If you have a premeditated answer, be mindful, because we have the evidences here. You've watched the previous sittings, and you know what obtained. You were the HR manager. You are still the HR manager. Was that procedure followed?
In most instances, the procedures was not followed.
Was not followed for the most instances.
Yeah.
Good. Now, why would the procedure not be followed?
Well, that's for the CEO to decide, because I am a HR manager and I have a line department, so I cannot decide that.
Okay, good. Fair enough answer. Do you advise that they should follow the process?
Yeah, there is a chief advisor to the CEO, which is the director of admin.
Let's look back again with respect to your offer letter.
Yeah.
Yes, may I please have the offer of appointment letter for the witness? So you are saying the chief advisor is?
The director of admin.
That of admin.
Yeah.
And you are to advise who? Who do you advise?
No, I only carry out instructions.
So your instructions from?
From the CEO and the director of admin.
Now, your letter reads that the duties attached to the post are as follows. 1, policy development and documentation, recruiting and staffing. So when you have a role to play in recruitment, how do you understand that?
I aid in the recruitment process, but I don't actually, I'm not the one in charge of the recruitment process.
I'm not saying you are in charge of recruitment.
Yeah.
Your functions include recruiting and staffing.
Yeah.
Now, how do you understand your role in the recruitment process?
What I understand from the role is recruitment is a process that involves one, advertisement and shortlisting of candidates, receiving of applications, shortlisting, and eventually if interviews, and after the interviews, then the offer would go to the whosoever is the most qualified or the most competent.
Yes, and part of your functions as well says you are to report and work directly under the CEO. So if you have a role in recruiting employees, you are expected to tell the CEO that the particular process is not in line with standard procedure. You understand that?
I understand.
Do you agree with that?
I understand
Do you agree with that?
that I should.
If you have a role as clearly spelled out in your TOR in the areas of recruiting and staffing, and your TOR says you are also to report and work directly under the CEO, then you are to advise the CEO when a certain process is not in line with law or regulation.
Normally, I am not given that opportunity because this is a public sector.
Yes.
And again, recruitment process solely lies on the hands of CEO. For some directives would come from the establishment and appointment committee where it is mandated by law for certain grades.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are already, the only time I execute those responsibilities is when I'm instructed to carry them out.
So you
but
are
there is never a time that they would seek advice from me on such issues.
So you are saying you are normally not given the opportunity.
Yeah.
But you are to be given the opportunity because that is your area of expertise.
Yeah, that's my area of.
And you are to be given the opportunity because that's what your TOR says.
Yeah, under normal circumstances. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's not the normal circumstances under which you operated.
Yes,
right?
I would say yes.
Good. Now, up to what grade can council or the establishment committee appoint or employ people? Is there a limit, a ceiling that they can employ, and then beyond that it has to be referred to another body?
Yes, the local service commission keep changing. There are times when they will say the councils are mandated to appoint from grade 6 downwards, and then beyond that it has to be referred to them. And there are times when they will say it's from grade 5 downwards, and then anything beyond that has to be referred to them. And as of now, they said, well, from grade 3 to 1, that is within the mandate of the council.
So the maximum grade they had allowed you is grade 6 as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, as at the time, yes.
Yes, so that's the maximum that they had allowed council.
Yeah.
I was just going by your evidence. I'm not even saying that's the
Yeah.
correct thing. But I know at some point it was about grade 5. But if you're saying grade 6, then we will wait for that directive or communication from the service commission. But going by what you were saying, there was a time that you were allowed to employ grade 6.
Yeah, grade 6 downwards.
When was this?
That is, as when I joined the council, I have not found any evidentiary documents on that. But when I joined the council in 2018, I was told that it was within the jurisdiction of the CEO to employ from grade 6 downwards.
Mr. Jai, you cannot be told things. You have to find out things. You're an expert in this. This is what you do for a living. You cannot just be told. If it's as easy as that, anyone can do your job. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Wait, what? Not to be told?
If it is as easy as just filling out an employment vacancy, as important as a human resource manager, and you will just be told what obtains and you go by that, then anyone can do your job.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to find out what obtains on the ground within the laws that you operate within, the boundaries of the regulations that guide. That's how you're going to advise. That's how you're going to execute your functions.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's the
so
case.
as at the time you worked in council as HR manager, what is the ceiling? What is the grade, the most grade that the establishment committee and the CEO can employ?
Yeah, that is what I was trying to explain now. As at the time I was joining the council, they said, well, the CEO has the mandate to appoint from grade 6.
Who said?
Well, that's what I was told
by
the CEO at the time.
Who was the CEO at the time?
Salama.
Did you verify that?
No, I did not verify.
Why?
I did not verify.
Why?
Because I was not given the opportunity to verify. And I cannot verify at the time because I was new.
You don't know the local government service commission exists?
No, at the time there was no local service commission.
So 2019?
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
So you said it was grade 6?
Yes. That's what I was told.
That's what you were told?
Yeah.
Good. Now, let me give you two files. Do you recognize those files?
Yes, I recognize that.
And what is the employee's name of the first file?
Nuruddin Adams, and then you have Aissatou Fall.
Nuruddin Adams and Aissatou Fall.
Yeah.
Now just write somewhere. We will need you to assist us in identifying and providing the file for Yusufa Sala.
Okay. I didn't have a pen at the moment. So Yusufa Sala, is it?
Yes. Now, are those the staff file for Nuruddin Adams and Aissatou file?
Yeah.
May we please have them? We applied to tender the K.M.C. personal file for Nuruddin Adams, protocol officer, and Aissatou Fall, public affairs manager, into evidence as an exhibit.
The personal file for Nuruddin Adams, protocol officer, and the personal file for Aissatou Fall, Public Affairs Manager. These two files, personal files, are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/GC/KMC/013.
As the Commission places. Now I'm reading your statement of the 11th of July 2023.
Okay.
The third paragraph, it says, as Human Resource Manager, it is my responsibilities to help Council in the recruitment and the recruitment process.
Sorry, Council.
Yes.
Sorry, I did not. Let me retake these exhibit numbers. The personal file for Mr. Nuruddin Adams, Protocol Officer, and Aissatou Fall, Public Affairs Manager, are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/DJ/KMC/002 instead of 013.
As the Commission places. Now, the third paragraph says, as Human Resource Manager, it is among my responsibilities to help Council in the recruitment and the recruitment process. I also conduct appraisal systems in consultation with the Director of Administration and also aid in the discipline of staff. Now, what do you mean by appraisal systems?
Appraisal system for any appraisal system is a need for every institution, because for
now first, what is appraisal system?
Appraisal system is to determine the strength or capability of an employee.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do you do this?
For potential positions.
How do you do this?
There are a questionnaire that has been devised and developed.
There?
Questionnaire. Like you develop a questionnaire,
yes,
and then as part of the need of the particular institution, you develop that questionnaires and ask the question on every employee. Most of the times you give it to their supervisors to evaluate them and give you the report. Then after which you will personally do the interview together with the employee themselves.
Have you been doing this?
Yes.
Do you have your activity report for these exercises?
No, normally what happens is when we started this thing in 2019, it was given to staff, and the responses were not pleasant. As a result, because before conducting it, I had to do a training session for SMT to how to go about it. And then eventually we started the exercise, but it wasn't pleasant because the gradings that we are given were not normal. We are very favorable.
Now, Mr. Ja, how do you understand conflict of interest in employment? The process of recruiting staffs, how do you understand the avoidance of conflict of interest?
Conflict of interest is when, for example, I have my brother or sister or my close relative in a particular role. So that's a conflict of interest to get down on board. Or in fact, even if I had to do the recruitment process, I don't have to be involved fully. It has to be decided by other people, whilst I'll excuse myself, yeah.
Yes, not only that,
yeah.
There has to be really absolute due process followed,
yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, very well.
That's correct?
Yes.
Have you been avoiding such? Or are you against issues of conflict of interest?
When it comes to the recruitment?
Yes.
When it comes to the recruitment, I only facilitate, but I don't have any say when it comes to the recruitment. So
I know you don't have a say.
Yeah.
Your testimony here, to a certain degree as well, is in relation to an expert opinion, and you worked as HR manager. In fact, you signed some of the appointment letters.
4. I don't sign any appointment letter as HR manager. I sign for the particular authority.
The circumstances you've signed these appointment letters, The circumstances you have signed its appointment letters, you can explain that.
Okay.
Because you would have to be given instructions. Is that not the case?
Yeah,
And you can explain the circumstances, but you have signed it,
Yes.
appointing certain people in certain positions. Is that not the case?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Now, let's go, for instance, in 2018, what was the guideline that you were following in relation to appointing people in positions?
What was there?
The guidelines.
There was no structure in place as of 2018.
Why is that?
Because that's the way we find it. Because when I came in, I found out these files were scattered at the administrative department. People can go and take in any files and other stuff.
Now,
and there is no scheme of service at the council at the time.
Now, to hold a position in council or in any institution, should there be normally, as a HR manager, should there be qualifications attached to positions?
Yes, there should be qualifications attached, like I said, but as at the time there was no proper structure in place.
But there should be qualifications attached.
There should be qualification attached.
For instance, if the HR position from manager is vacant, do you just employ anybody, or are there qualifications to be attached to it?
Yeah, there are two things that you look at when employing. One is the qualification, and the experience also counts.
So which one comes first?
First, you look at the qualification,
and
then the experience.
And then the experience. The first is the qualification,
yeah,
and then the experience. So if you have met the basic minimum requirement for the qualification, let's assume there are 2 or 3 people who have met this minimum requirement, and you look at the one with the most experience, the one who has the most experience in this job. Is that not the case? That is when you talk about experience.
Yeah, that's it.
Good. Not to put the cart before the horse,
okay,
but the other way around, correct?
Like, can you explain that so that
I said not to put the cart before the horse. The minimum qualification must be met before we discuss issues of experience.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, yes. That is if there are structures in the place.
Yes, you've already told us that the normal circumstances for the most part does not exist in your area council. That we already have, but we have to talk about the process. Now, let me show you one of the letters that you have authored on behalf of the CEO at the time. That is the file of, that's the file.
Okay.
You signed the appointment letter?
Yes, very well.
In the microphone, please.
Yes, very well.
What date is on the document?
7 June 2018.
7th?
June 2018.
7 June.
Yeah.
It's when you signed it.
Yeah.
You signed it for the CEO?
Yes, I signed for the CEO.
And what is the position that the applicant was given?
Public Affairs Manager.
The grade?
This is grade 10.
10.1.
10.1 of the integrated pay scale.
What should be the minimum qualification based on your experience as HR manager for this position?
The minimum qualification?
Yes, the minimum basic qualification.
No, for Public Affairs Manager, I think that basically is the qualification for managerial position when there was a structure in place. That is the present scheme
What
of
should
service.
be the minimum qualification for a Public Affairs Manager? You are an HR expert.
Yeah. No,
You work in an institution, any institution, you find there is no structure. You as the expert, you are there to tell them, no, this is not acceptable standard. You don't employ a person to the position of a legal advisor if the person is not a qualified barrister. Correct?
Yeah, but in this case,
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Fair enough that is a minimum acceptable standard.
Yeah.
You need an accountant, you know this is the minimum qualification, even if they don't have a structure in place. Correct?
Yes.
That's your job.
Yeah,
As in, you know this is the minimum acceptable standard. You don't need to have any paper for you to know. You know the required qualified individuals must occupy a certain given position.
Not in this instance, because in private institutions where I used to work, I used to determine and I tell them the whereabouts.
I'm not saying you were determining.
Yeah.
Again, I keep on reminding you. I know this was not your call. This is not your, you didn't take a shot at this. I know you're not the one making the decision. I'm now asking you questions based on your expertise as a HR, human resource manager, not as someone who directly employed someone or was taking all decisions in relation to employment. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yes.
Now I'm asking you, based on your experience and your expertise as a human resource manager, and your qualification and your education, what is the minimum acceptable standard?
For public affairs manager position, yeah, that I'll base it on the experience too. I know I would have.
I'm not asking you about the experience. I'm asking about the minimum
qualification. At least you have to get high school.
At least high school.
At minimum.
High school.
Yeah, at minimum.
To be a manager.
No, to be a manager, it depends on your experience.
To be a public affairs manager.
Yeah, it depends on your experience.
No wonder you work for an institution that keep on flouting the rules like this. No wonder you were sitting here trying to insult yourself and your education.
No,
you can sit here with your qualification and you beautifully told us what your qualifications are. You sit here. You really sit here with your qualification and your experience, and you dare to say it in public that high school can be a manager?
No.
When the witness herself sat where you are sitting and said, I am not academically qualified.
Yes, can I come in there?
No, it's an embarrassment, Mr. Jar.
No, you just need to get my justification. I said if it is a private institution where I have the sole mandate to do that.
Yes.
But this is an instance where the decision has already been made. Who am I to flout that decision?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That was not your decision.
Yeah.
But if you want to ratify it,
I would have said presently that the scheme of service, even for the managerial position, is you have to get a prerequisite of a BSc or at least a BSc.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it. That's
Say
the procedure.
it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Say it.
Yeah.
If you continuously keep on lying to the commission, you know what it does to you? It goes to your credibility. You are a professional.
Very well.
You know this is true. Even people sleeping, even someone at grade 12, they know what you are saying is not true. It's a lie. Sorry for excuse my French. I don't want to treat professionals like this. You know what you owe to the commission?
But I would not consider this as a lie because I am telling you, you did not
probably.
Academic
honesty.
No.
And
because
it's professional
probably you did not hear what I was trying to say because I said this is a different setup.
If you were to employ anyone in this position, what would be your minimum qualification?
If I am to do it?
Yes.
It's a BSc, obviously.
Thank you. Then it's case closed.
Yeah, but in this case, that's what I was trying to justify.
Case closed. Now, look at the application letter. It should be there. Have you seen it? You have seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
What is the date of the application?
It's 7th June.
7th June.
2018, yeah.
Does that day strike a bell? Does it ring a bell?
Yes.
It's the same. What does it tell you?
The application is dated 7 June.
And then? And the,
Huh?
look at the appointment date.
The appointment is also 7 June.
Why is that?
2018.
Why would someone apply the same day and they got employed the same day?
That's not possible. Normally, if you apply it takes time before you are written to.
Exactly.
So it might be an oversight because I'm an author, so I'll take responsibility.
What do you mean an oversight?
Meaning because this is a template already developed and it's in the PC. So what I do for normally, I only design the terms of reference and then place it there.
You know what your problem is?
Yeah.
You and the winners that came here and the ones that will come here.
Yeah.
You know what your problem is? You think you can anticipate questions. And you think you can be smart. It's a public hearing. We know.
Yeah, I understand.
We know. You cannot outsmart anyone here. No matter your level of preparation and your level of conspiracy. It cannot happen. This is not the place to do that. You are here to testify and give your honest truth and answer. You swore to tell the truth.
Very well.
When you go to your grave,
Very well.
it's between you and your God.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes, I understand.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
The applicant applied the same date and was appointed the same date. You as a HR manager signed the letter the same date. How do you justify that?
No, that's what I'm saying. That is never possible. You cannot get somebody, you cannot
It's
get
possible.
an application. No,
It's
you cannot
possible
get,
if the appointment has already been premeditated, it's already been discussed already, and it's just a formality.
No.
You know why? You know why?
Yes.
Because the individual testified here and said she had worked for the companies of the Lord Mayor. Two of the companies. You and I discussed about conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Clearly. You and I discussed conflict of interest.
Yes, like I said,
Yes.
the date, that is not usual. It's not a usual thing. You cannot have the date on the appointment the same as the date of the application.
Unless you are
So-
flouting the rules.
No, I'm not flouting the
Not
rules.
you. You said you were asked to
execute,
sign.
to
That's
sign,
it.
yeah.
So maybe the person who asked you to sign, you can ask the person to come and justify.
Yeah, very well.
So if you sit here and you are asked to sign, you are signed on the 7th of June.
Yeah.
Is that not a fact?
Yeah, I've signed on the 7th of June.
Yes. On the 7th of June is when you issued out, you signed on behalf of the CEO.
Yes,
Is that a
very
fact?
well. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. And on that same 7th is when the applicant sent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said under normal circumstances, I cannot sign letters that are of the same date with the application.
Yes.
I am saying that is not even right.
Yes.
But in a situation where that happens, probably it's an oversight on my side.
Or
because I could
probably
have-
it's an arranged employment already.
maybe that's what you might perceive it, but I...
Do you deny that?
No,
Is that not a possibility?
No, because what
Is that not a possibility?
Yeah, that's a possibility
Thank
too.
you.
That's a possibility.
Thank you. See, don't carry someone's cross.
Yeah,
You said, I was assigned to sign.
yeah.
You want to carry someone's cross? We can do it.
No, I'm not signing and I'm not doing that.
That's it. Now, again, that same employment, did it follow due process? As HR manager, as an expert in human resources, did it follow due process?
When you talk of due process, then that means it has to be advertised. And
Did it follow due process? The answer is yes, it followed due process because of XYZ. No, it did not follow due process because it was supposed to follow this process.
Yeah, I'm telling you the process that I know as HR, the
Yes.
way it should undergo. So in an event it does not follow that way, then that means it's not following the due process.
Now, did this particular employment follow due process? I will hear it from you. Your answer, I will get it from you.
Yes, no, I understand.
And you will say it.
Yeah.
What you don't want to say, you will say it. Did that a particular application follow due process?
I would say because the normal process is
Did
you have
that
to.
particular application follow due process? You see, the problem is, and we have to do a lot of soul searching in this country. The problem is for you to be honest.
Very well, I am.
Your honesty is your integrity, it's your character. No one should take that away from you. You went to school for, you want to tell us you spent your entire years going to school to be an expert in HR just to be economical with the truth? Did that process follow due, application and employment follow due process?
No, like I said,
Did it follow due process?
No, the due process
Did
is
it
when
follow due process?
No, in this sense, it was not advertised in this case.
Did it follow due process?
No, it is not follow. It has not followed the due process, and yes.
As simple as that. As simple as that. And your answer is in line with the audit report for 2017-2019 audit report for the National Audit Office. It says on page 35. Are you familiar with this audit report? It highlighted the anomalies, the abnormal employment procedures in relation to some of the staff. You must be familiar.
Yeah, I've read it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it says low qualifications for key positions. It says during the review of a sample of files, we identified a number of key positions filled by candidates that appear to fall short of the basis as established by the scheme of service of the municipality. Do you have the scheme of service?
Yes, we have that.
Can you please provide us with the scheme of service from 2018? As detailed in Annex.
Sorry, let me ask.
Yes, madam.
The scheme of service, Mr. Jad, the scheme of service you had in 2018, is it still the same scheme of service that is being used?
The scheme of service, I think it was developed in 2019. I'm not too sure about the date, but it's the same scheme of service that we have within the council.
Okay, so you please provide, if there is a preceding one, you can provide it from 2018.
From 20, okay.
If the one that you're using, you know, it was formulated in 2019, we can as well have that. Okay, but please cross-check whether by 2018 there was any scheme of service that has been used by the council.
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Now, may I please have that file while you write that down? Are you done, sir?
Yes, I'm done.
Yes, it says, as detailed in Annex 5, a number of them are direct entries to the positions. See? What do you understand by that? Direct entries to these positions?
Yeah, that's people with the qualification from outside.
No. They didn't follow process. A
Sorry?
number of them are direct entries to the positions, but whom neither the qualification nor the experience is evidence to justify appointment. Now it says...
Can you repeat? Can you repeat, please, so that I can hear?
The audit report I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
It says, a number of them are direct entries to the positions, but whom neither the qualification nor the experience is evidence to justify appointments. It goes implication, filling key positions with less than qualified candidates, seriously risk efficiency and performance of the council. Do you agree with this?
Yes, I agree.
Two, that this is particularly true for top positions, which have the potential to affect the entire department or unit, as it inherently affects everyone else. You agree with that?
Yes.
Now the recommendation. We recommend that management, in collaboration with the relevant committee of General Council, review the affected cadres with a view regularizing the incompatibilities. In future, all recruitment should be consistent with the requirements of the scheme of service to ensure effectiveness and compliance in recruitment. Now, let me read to you what the management response was.
Mm-hmm.
It says, management will review the concern highlighted above and will engage the establishment and appointment committee for addressing. They agreed with this.
Yeah.
So, at least at the tail end, you agreed, and it was a good thing to do. They agreed with this. Now let me just refer you to Annex 5. Some of the names we have in Annex 5. The following names, you have Fatu Bojang. The current position is secretary. Staff qualification none. Department admin. You have Mimi Kurubali, a confidential secretary to CEO. Staff qualification none. Sanjalik Kanyi, staff qualification none. Current position, religion and culture officer. You have Awa Jallo, staff qualification none. Current position, secretary, with no qualification. Rohi Yabo, no qualification. Current position, secretary. Ya Awa Jallo, court cashier, current position. Staff qualification, no qualification at all. Musa Sise, court interpreter, certificate in IT. Yaman Jai, court clerk, no qualification. You have Khadijatu Sow, court clerk, no qualification. The file you were examining, I saw the file, the highest qualification is WAS as an IT certificate as a manager for the position of a public relations manager, and Ibrahim S.K. Fofana, Director of Internal Audit. Now, AAT level 2. Now, have this all been regularized?
Most of them were regularized because the likes of Khadija Tuso has provided some documentations as for her qualifications.
The likes of?
Khadija Tuso.
Yes.
Yeah, that one has submitted the qualifications. But the rest, there is no improvement. It has not been addressed.
Now, this, subsequently, Madam Fall resigned on the 7th of December 2022 after this audit report. Do you know why?
No, I cannot tell.
But management agreed.
Yeah, to accept, yeah.
They agreed. And then the qualifications, no doubt, everyone knows, is not qualified.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And she subsequently resigned.
Yeah.
And it was accepted.
Yes.
But before that, the output or the performance of the individual in this position, how do you rate that? Was it good? Was it up to the level of a manager?
I cannot
You can't,
rate
of course.
because she doesn't report to me. She reports to the director of admin.
You are in charge of staff generally. You are judge of staff appraisal. You've discussed this issue as well.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You are in a position as HR to know you have their file. Is that not the case?
Yeah. The only thing that I can recall previously, looking at K.M.C, there was no structure in place.
We are discussing the issue of ISO file.
Okay.
You see, you cannot divert people's attention to things that are irrelevant. The things that are relevant, we will ask you and you will answer them. Diverting people's attention, again, Mr. Dembo, I don't know whether that's a tactic or not. It's a dishonest exercise.
It's not a dishonest.
I'm telling you it is, because I didn't ask you these questions. So stick to what I've asked you. If you want to say anything else, you can ask the chairperson, the commissioners. They may grant you latitude. Okay? I'm asking you about the performance. I'm asking you about the output of ISO file. As a manager, what was the output based on your experience as HR?
Like I said, she doesn't report to me, so I cannot access
You
her.
had cause to write to her.
Yeah, because I'm giving directives to write to her.
So you know about her output because you had cause to write to her about several issues in relation to her performance.
No, I've never write to her with regards to her performance.
Absent without permission, 15th of September 2020. Are you not Demboja anymore?
Yeah, those are attendance on the performance.
Are you not Demboja anymore?
Yes, I'm Demboja.
Let me give it to you.
No, I
No, I will give it to you because I have to show you why you are continuously answering questions as if you are programmed. And so the files are here. The files are here. You wrote to her more than 2 occasions, and your words were strong. Can you read the date to us?
Yeah, the date is 15 September 2020.
Into the microphone, please.
The date is 15 September 2020.
Where is that letter from?
It's from the Human Resource Manager.
Who is the Human Resource Manager?
That's me.
Good. Who is it addressed to?
I certify.
Very well. Now, what is the subject?
Absent without permission.
Absent without?
Permission.
Without permission?
Yeah.
Can you please read?
After several monitoring visits at the Office of the Public Affairs Unit, it has been observed that you have been not reporting to work for a couple of days. Consequently, no substantial reason was given for your persistent absenteeism.
Yes.
Yes. However, you are hereby required to explain in writing why absenteeism as failure of which shall attract stiffer disciplinary actions.
Or it shall attract stiffer
disciplinary actions.
action.
Yeah.
Good. Why was there a need to write that letter?
Yeah, because I feel that's within my mandate to monitor attendance. That's my core function.
I mean, if someone is not attending or coming to work, that you can't. That's not even a 1% grading in relation to performance.
Yes, that's it.
It's in fact worst to be absent.
Yeah.
It might have been a different thing altogether when they are present, but the output is probably low. Even attending, attendance is a problem. Going to work is a problem.
Yeah.
And that's not the only letter.
Yeah, that's
Move to the next one. There are about 3 letters that you wrote to her.
Persistent lateness.
Good. The date?
This was also 3rd January 2020.
3rd January
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And from which office?
From my office.
Your office?
Yeah.
To
I certify.
Please read.
After several monitoring visits to the Office of the Public Affairs, it has been established that you have not been reporting to work on time. In most instances, not reporting to work at all without permission.
Yes.
Your attitude towards work tantamounts to negligence of duty. Consequently, you are hereby issued warning letter and to inform you that Council will not accept such behavior and failure to adhere to this warning will result to stiffer disciplinary actions.
Very well. Why was there a need to write the letter?
Yeah, because at the times he has not been coming to work on time.
And other times as well. Absent.
Yeah, absent.
Go to the next one.
Warning letter.
Yes.
After several verbal warnings with regards to your attitude towards work, it has come to the notice of the management that your attitude towards work could not still change. Consequently, you are hereby issued a warning letter as management deems your actions are serious infringement of policy bordering on failure to follow instruction.
Why is that? Why was there a need to write a letter?
Yeah, because at the time the attendance was not good.
And you had cause to warn her verbally on several occasions
Yeah,
for being absent.
yeah.
So now I ask you again, where we have started.
Okay.
How was her performance?
The performance in terms of attitude towards work was dull.
It was very dull.
Was very dull. Yeah.
Can I have that file? So you see, Mr. Jah, an old teacher of mine used to say, "Book don't lie." If you hadn't put this in pen and paper, we wouldn't have access to it, and from your answers, you wouldn't have disclosed this verbally without evidence. But this is the problem, is it not?
Yeah,
when we employ the wrong people in the wrong job, it's what you get. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
It's what you get when you put the wrong people in the wrong job, in a certain job, sorry. That's what you get. Less qualified people occupying very sensitive positions that requires professionals in this country. You want to tell us, not you, but the people, anyone who employed this individual, that there are no better qualified individuals than this? You certainly believe there are far more qualified individuals. Agreed?
Yeah, I agree. There are
Yes.
people with qualifications.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nuruddin Adams. Did that appointment as well also, the appointment follow due process?
For Nuruddin Adams, yeah, it's the same as Isatofan.
It didn't follow due process.
Yeah, it's the same.
Was it a headhunt?
I cannot say per se because I was not there when they were bringing her on board. I am only executing
Because
the directives.
yes, because
Yeah.
Mr. Jah, if anyone is to say it's a headhunt, that will be a very, very serious concern.
Yeah,
Is that not the case?
yeah,
Mr. Adams testified here
yeah.
and said openly that I campaigned for the mayor. Openly, it's on record. But I campaigned for the mayor. After the mayor was successful, he applied, he got the job, directly assigned to the mayor. The same with Fal. I worked with the mayor on two of his companies. I went to him and I told him I want the job. I applied the same day he was appointed. Totally wrong. This is not what we deserve in our public institutions. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
But another issue that I want to discuss with you is the TOR of Madam Fal. Who is she answerable to as public relations officer?
Director of Administration.
Director of Admin,
Yeah.
and not you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, your statement, the last page, last paragraph, is on the issue of Sarata Jaite's appointment. Who is Sarata Jaite?
It's a procurement officer.
And what is it about her appointment?
Like, I don't understand.
You said on the issue of Sarata Jaite's appointment, I understand that Sarata came to council through internship.
Yes,
Correct?
Very well. Yes, very well.
And at some point was granted employment by council after 3 to 6 months internship.
Yes.
What is her qualification?
Sarata has advanced diploma in accounting and finance.
Accounting and
Finance.
finance.
Yeah.
She said, furthermore, I could remember that one day Mrs. Jaite's appointment was also the same day that the Appointment and Establishment Committee was presided and granted appointment for Far to File to the position of Assistant Council Accountant on grade 8.
Yeah.
Upon appointment, Far to File worked for the council from 2019 and resigned subsequently.
Yeah.
Is there any reason?
I was told because I haven't had that tech-to-tech discussion because I receive, normally when somebody resigns, it goes to the CEO, and if the CEO approves, then it will come down to respond to it. But as at the time I receive it, then she has already left. I was told she's gone for her master's in Turkey. That's what I was told.
The staff at the KMT and the KETP, do you have any degree of control over the staff as human resource manager?
The staff under?
KMT and KETP.
No, I don't.
Why is that?
Because KMT, I'm not even aware of their recruitment. I think the chairman of the KMT board would have been the right person to answer that because I'm not even aware that they were appointed. I only see them on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kan Mustafa Kani, you know Kan Mustafa Kani?
Yes, very well.
When was he appointed?
The first appointment, I think it was well before I started the council as a technical advisor to the mayor and eventually to subsequent positions.
Would you be able to provide us with his personal file?
Yes, the personal file should be in the office.
Okay. Right. Any questions for this witness, Honorable Chairperson?
Yes. Mr. Jha, your statement, the statement that is dated 11th of July 2023, the second page, the second to last paragraph of your statement, will it be correct to say that what you said in that statement is inconsistent with your evidence? That is to say, the appointment of Isa to file to the position of Public Affairs Manager on grade 10 was presided and granted by the Establishment and Appointment Committee.
Yeah.
So that will be a wrong statement.
No, I would not consider it as a wrong statement because that I was not asked that question because normally all senior position appointments.
No, Mr. Jha, maybe I did not put my question correctly for you to understand. I'm saying that you have answered the question that was put to you by council to say that Isa Fal's appointment did not follow due process.
Yes, very well.
And my understanding is that following due process is for the entire process to go through the Establishment and Appointment Committee, right?
Yeah, that's also part of it.
It's part of
it's part
the
of the
due
due
process.
process, yes.
So in this instant, what you have told the commission is that based on the evidence that is put to you, would it be correct, you still maintain that, her appointment was deliberated upon at the Establishment and Appointment Committee? Is that the correct and true position?
Yeah, I still maintain that, but the reason why I told the council that...
No. Do you maintain that, she went through the Establishment and Appointment Committee?
She did not go through the establishment and
so this statement would not be correct, therefore?
No, I would say the matter
No. Let's answer the question. I will give you time to explain. So, therefore, this statement would not be correct. Because you said, was presided and granted by the Establishment and Appointment Committee. Was presided and granted by the Appointment and Establishment Committee. Establishment and Appointment Committee.
Yeah, I still go by that, meaning...
You go by, no, don't.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That is not a problem. So I have one question. You have indicated in your additional statement that you were directed by the committee to write to convey the decision of the Establishment Committee to Mr. Kanye, effective 1st of November 2018 with a monthly salary of 17,500. Can we have the minutes of the meetings for the Establishment Committee that, where this was discussed? Please note that. And you also, on my earlier question, provide us with the minutes of the meeting of the establishment committee for Sena Bufal on her appointment. Aissatou Fall, sorry.
Kanjura's appointment in 2017.
Yes, and the minutes. Of course, there will be minutes for the meeting of the establishment and appointment committee. Please provide that, and also provide the consultancy agreement between the council and Mr. Kanye, where you conveyed the appointment of Mr. Kanye from the establishment committee. And he was supposed to be paid quarterly payment of $45,000. So please provide us with details of the consultancy agreement and the minutes of the establishment committee for the appointing Mr. Kanye to be paid. The committee appointing him for a consultancy service on debt recovery, where you conveyed what he is entitled to for every quarter. That is in 2020. Please provide the details of that for us. And we understand that the advisors are paid. We also want you to provide us how much Mr. Kanye was paid being an advisor to the Lord Mayor as technical advisor. What was his remuneration? All right? Did you get that, Mr. Jah?
Yes, I got it.
Thank you. Council, can you please proceed? Oh, all right. Honorable Jaina has a question.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jah.
Good afternoon.
This is just a general question. Do you do exit meetings with senior staffs that are leaving the institution to find out why are they leaving the institution? Do you do that?
No.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Just to clarify one or two, the chairperson was asking you. You had said that you were instructed by the CEO.
Yeah.
You didn't take part in any meeting.
No, I was in the meeting when the establishment was discussing the issue of SFR. The
Yes.
initial meeting I wasn't there, but the second one I was part of it.
So again, the commission chairperson has already requested for these minutes of this meeting.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've already written it.
All right, good. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Jah, do you attend SMT meetings?
Yes, I do attend.
Are you the secretary to the SMT meeting?
Some time ago, when I started newly, then the acting CEO was there, Salama. She made me a secretary to that meeting. That was.
We
for
are
just for some
asking,
months.
I'm asking you a current issue. I am asking you now, do you attend SMT meetings?
Yes, I attend.
Are you the secretary to the SMT?
No, the clerk. The office
clerk
of the
is
clerk.
the-
Yes, that's what I was explaining, that previously I was a secretary for some months. And recently now the clerk has taken over.
As
So
the
it's the
SM
clerk is the secretary.
But you just attend as a member?
Yeah, I'm not even a member, but just to represent and give facts.
So you are called upon to attend
Yeah,
meeting
to call attend.
as and when is
It's needed.
necessary?
Yeah,
So you report to the admin director, right?
very well.
So the admin director is the person that attends the SMT meetings?
Yes, he also attends.
Yeah. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
That's all for this week.
Mr. Jah,
Yeah.
thank you for coming and your discharge. We will call you back. Please endeavor to provide us with these documents by Wednesday.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Can you take that? Mr. Witness, make sure you speak into the mic for everybody to hear you. Okay. What is your religion? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay. And repeat after me. I, Ibrahim Asane, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Madam Chairperson, as camera will lead this witness.
Check. Good afternoon, Mr. Sane.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we please proceed?
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Sane.
Good afternoon, Council.
Could you please tell the Commission your names?
I'm Ibrahim Asane,
What is your address?
Tabokoto.
And the date of birth on the statement is confirmed to be yours?
Yes.
When were you appointed at K.M.C?
I beg your pardon?
When were you appointed at K.M.C?
On the 1st of July, 2019.
Do you have your appointment letter with you?
Yes, I do.
Were you confirmed?
Yes, I'm confirmed, but I don't have that letter.
Okay, any promotion?
Not.
Mr. Sane, you've given us 4 documents, but 2 are the original and the other 2 are the copies.
Yeah, sometimes they give us photocopies. And they
Yes,
keep
I
it.
understand, but the point I'm making is it's not 4 appointments on contract, instead it's 2. These two are the copies of this one, the original. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. Yes, you can read out this. We apply to tender the appointment on contracts letter dated 30th of June 2020, addressed to the witness, Mr. Ibrahim Asane, signed by Mr. Demboja for the CEO, and another appointment on contract letter dated 1st of July 2021, addressed to the witness, Mr. Ibrahim Asane, signed by Mr. Demboja for the CEO, into evidence as an exhibit.
No, don't worry. Thank you.
A letter dated the 30th of June 2020, addressed to Mr. Ibrahim Asane, Tabokoto K.M.C, and it has the subject appointment on contract. The letter is signed by Demboja for Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, Project Manager, Executive Secretary. A letter dated the 1st of July 2021, addressed to Ibrahim Asane, Tabokoto, K.M.C, with the subject appointment on contract. The letter is signed by Demboja for Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, Project Manager, Executive Secretary. These two letters are admitted together in evidence as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/ES/KMC/001.
As the Commission pleases. Mr. Sane, did you work for KMC prior to these contracts?
Very well.
When was that?
1991 to 97.
Then you retired.
I left for greener pasture, not retire.
Sorry, can you speak a little bit louder? I cannot hear
I
you.
left for greener pasture, not to retire.
Oh, okay. So when, do you remember making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
Very well.
Now you'll be giving your statement. You can kindly confirm the contents of the statement. And tell us if you still go by the contents of the statement. Was that the statement made to the investigators?
Very well.
And you go by the contents of the statement?
Exactly.
Thank you. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. Ibrahim Asane, dated 9th day of July 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 9th of July 2024 made by Ibrahim Asani is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/ES/KMC/002.
As the Commission pleases. Mr. Sane, when you were contracted in 2020 as a ticket seller, you were posted at back of the Dumpsite, right?
Yes.
So what was your role at the time?
Ticket seller.
And you've been selling tickets on what? What sort of tickets were you selling?
Various categories.
Yes, please let us know.
We have donkey cart tickets,
Which is for how much?
$50.
Okay.
We have wheelbarrows,
Yes, go on.
it's $10.
Okay.
We have pickups for $100.
Okay.
We have trucks for $200.
Yes, go on.
We have 6-wheel trucks for $150. We have tricycle for $50. We have tractors for $150. And finally, we have compactors for $250.
Now, when you do these collections, do you have a cash book for these collections?
Yes, we do.
Okay, you do. Now, how many of you were revenue collectors at the back of the dump site?
For us, we call ticket seller, not revenue collector.
Sorry, I beg your pardon, ticket sellers.
Thank you very much. Three of us.
Yourself and who?
Usman Yaze,
Okay.
Mohamed Songo.
Now, who are you answerable to?
We have answered direct to finance, direct finance.
You're answerable to who?
Director of finance, we are under director of finance.
Yes, I understand you're under there. So now, then, when you do these ticket sales, like you said, who do you render accounts to?
My time there, we take it to the bank directly. They give us account number that we use to deposit.
Okay, which bank was that?
Ajib Bank.
You can later provide the Ajik Bank account to the registrar of the commission.
It was
Before.
produced already by my colleagues.
I want to know the account you've been depositing, so just give it to the registrar.
Okay, it's not with me here.
Thank you. Then at some, so for the entire time since 2020 up to 2023, you've been depositing in the bank?
No,
Okay. What were you doing? I mean,
around 20
when did it stop?
deposit into the bank.
Yes.
I can recall around 2022
So from
or
2020,
2021, 2022. I cannot remember actual month and so.
please a bit louder, Mr.
I
Sani.
say around 2021, 2022, we stopped going to the bank, and then they allocate us revenue collector who do come there and collect from us.
Who goes to the dump site and collects from you guys?
Yes,
Who was that person?
we have almost 3 of them, if I remember well. One is Ibrahim Jobate, the one is Jonga, and the third one I forgot the name, but my colleagues know his name. And if
Then
I
the third one?
I forgot his name, but then it's 3 of them. Every year they kill
What
one.
Fofana?
Huh? Yes.
I had
some-
Fofana. Who?
Yes.
Who Fofana?
I say Ibrahim Jobate and Jonga.
Jonga.
Yes.
Is it Omar Jonga?
Very well.
Thank you. Then you've been doing that till when?
22.
So were you entering your collections into the cash book?
Exactly.
You have your own personal cash book, or is that
No,
one
it's
same
a joint, it's a joint
cash book?
Joint cash book, yeah.
It's a joint cash book
Exactly.
for all the ticket sellers, as in the 3 of you.
3 of us, yes.
Okay, but at least when we look at the cash book, we will know where yours starts and where it ends
Exactly.
from 2020 to 2023.
Very well.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just, for the purposes of clarity. Mrs. Sani, you said you jointly make entries into the cash book.
Yes.
And you issue different tickets for different for different values, right?
Yes.
Now, are you on shift duty, or all three of you are stationed at the Dumpsite?
That was the time 3 of us special there.
So it's all three of you that will be collecting revenue?
That was the time 3 of us collect revenue. At a certain time, we agree with the then project manager that for getting off, discuss between you, three of you, 2 in, 1 off. So this is what we end up doing. But the same account book.
Yes, because I find it a little bit confusing if 3 of you
Yes.
will be in the same one dump site. If the dump site was it's not enclosed as it is, it would have been a problem. But when the lorries come in, they pass through one gate. Is that not correct?
Yes,
they are
correct.
supposed to take a particular route to go into, because they are to be guided as to where to
Before it was not
do the dumping.
When we start, it was not closed. It was not fenced.
Yes.
Yeah, when we started, it was fenced. It was 3 of us that start there.
Yes. But despite the fact that it is not closed, the people that come to dump at the dump site, they know where the entry point is and where the exit point is.
Exactly.
In order to allow for them to be directed to dump properly. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, my worry is you have 3 revenue collectors.
Yes.
Are all 3 of you having different ticket books, or you are using the same ticket book?
Yes.
You use the same ticket book?
Yes.
Okay. So which means, in effect, it is only one person that will be working at any given time?
No.
Unless...
No, that side, the donkey drivers come in a group. So one person...
Sorry, I did not get that.
I said when we are collecting, they come in large numbers. These donkey carts.
Yes.
So one person cannot control here and there, wheelbarrow, donkeys, have vehicles there. So at times we are there in 2. So you control this one control this one, and the police help you to do so. But the account is 1.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. So the ticket books, who do you receive these ticket books from?
To accounts clerks.
Do you have records of what you will usually receive from them in a day, or in a week, or in a month?
They are recorded. The person who collected will sign it and take it, bring it for us.
Sorry, say that again?
I say if I go for collecting the books, or Usman or anybody else, they are recorded in a quiet book, you sign there and bring it to the dump site.
Okay, so Usman will now give it to you?
Yeah, Usman will bring it to the dump site.
Okay, so how many books does Usman give you, or in a day?
No, we don't collect every day. When you go for it, you'll bring maybe, let's say 100,000. 2 packets, 50,000, 50,000. We use that when it's almost exhaust, you go for another one.
Okay, so how much will you normally make in a day?
Depends. From Mondays to Thursdays, we can make 10,000 minimum. And Saturday, Sunday, the same thing. But Fridays, 5,000 minimum.
So the shift, is it in the morning and the afternoon and evening? What time, from what time to what time do you normally work?
As early as 7 up to 6 o'clock in the evening, or 7:30. 6:30, sorry. In the evening. The whole day process.
Okay. You've made it clear here that you've been depositing the collection money into the Ajib bank account.
Yes.
Until late 2021, 2022, then to the cashier.
Yes.
So at what point were you giving these monies to Usman Jase?
Not actually give it to Osman Gyasi. This collector will come and meet us at the dump site. If we collect today, tomorrow in the morning, you come and collect from us.
Okay, now I will, can you read, all right? Can you read all right?
Yes.
Okay, what is your level of education?
Secondary 4.
That's fine. So now I'll take you through your statement. Line 8, where it says, I submit the revenue to Usman Jase and I record the total collection in the cash book. That's why I ask you, at what point were you giving the monies, the revenue you collected to Usman Jase?
That's when we come to the weekend. Weekend, this revenue collector no work.
Yes, the evidence needs to come from you. If you don't explain, we wouldn't know. We'll think even weekend you go to the bank, which clearly on Sundays banks don't operate.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that one we have to hand over to Usman. Usman
Okay.
Gyasi. He keep it for the next week.
Okay. Does any of the commissioners have a question for the witness before I move to the last issue?
I just want to find out, Mr. Sani,
Yes.
are you also part of the people that receive the 1% commission on turnover?
No.
You don't receive.
No.
The people at the Dumpsite don't receive the 1%?
1%.
Yes,
No. What do we receive? Dump site allowance.
Dumpsite allowance.
Exactly.
And how much is that allowance?
It's 3,000.
Per month?
Exactly.
Ah, okay. Do you receive risk allowance?
No. Only they say dump site allowance. Whether it's risk
Do you have medical cover?
No, sir.
You don't have medical cover.
No.
Why?
Well, it's beyond me. What I know is
No. I'm asking you a question because you know how the dump site is, correct?
Exactly.
So why didn't you request for medical cover?
We do so.
And
Nothing come out of it.
nothing come out of it.
Exactly.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. There was an issue that some of the ticket sellers will sell one ticket to two different wheelbarrow users or dumpers. How was that possible whilst you were collecting revenue?
Yes, before I told you, we have different denominations. You can handle donkey cart ticket, the other one wheelbarrow. This one can.
Yes, the example I'm giving. For example, you're dealing with a donkey cart or a wheelbarrow.
Yes.
You sell one ticket to 2 or 3 different persons.
Yes.
So that was the loss of revenue as it was stated in some of the audit reports. So how was that possible?
I don't get you clear.
I said one ticket being sold to 2 or 3 different people.
No, that's not possible.
That wasn't possible?
No.
The former manager, Mr. K.M.C. Fati, explained to us that that was one of those things or the challenges that he has been facing at the Dumpsite.
I cannot issue a ticket. You left, I get the ticket and issue to another person.
Or you will
It's
not
not
issue ticket,
You
but
issue
then they
ticket,
will go in and
go
then
in, yes, and
the
come.
monies will be collected, but the tickets will not be given to them.
Very well.
So how was that possible?
When you enter, you meet us at the gate.
Yes.
issue ticket.
You collect the money and
Yes.
not give the person the ticket.
Ticket to go in.
Yes.
Yes. When you go, it's on the ticket now. If you want to tear, you want to go home with it.
No, as in you will not issue the ticket.
I will issue the ticket.
You always issue the ticket.
Very well.
That's fine. Now, do you have any other source of income?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Do you have any loan or support from K.M.C?
I never.
Do you own a property?
Never.
Okay, so how many banks do you bank with?
I have no account bank.
Sorry?
I don't have any account number.
So you're paid over the counter?
Counter, very well.
All right. That will be all for this witness, Madam Chair, except any of the commissioners have a question for this witness.
Mr. Sane, you were given yearly contract, right? So each year your contract is renewed.
Yes.
Are you of retirement age? Have you reached the retirement age?
In next 2 years.
Next 2 years.
Exactly.
Now, having come back to the municipality, why didn't they not give you a permanent appointment since you are not, you've not reached the retirement age?
When I came in, I go direct to the finance director then, how do you call that man? I forgot. He now transferred to Banjul. I asked him, I want a job. He said, what type of? I said, I want a revenue collector. He said, what's your experience? What's your qualification? I show him my papers and show him my experience. When I left there, the CEO then gave me a recommendation letter. I brought that to him. He said, yeah, it's true. This year is the year I came here. He said, yes. 97 is the year I joined K.M.C. I said, 97 is the year I left. He said, I would like to get some of you who need no training, go direct to the system. He said, apply. I applied to him. He said, you go and wait me for next 1 week. When I go a week, I came back to him. He said, let's go to the HR. We go to HR. He said, HR, I gave you this month's applications. How far have you done? He said, this is with the CEO. Then that time it's Judge HR. He said, okay, now take my number. No need to come. You just communicate with me. I go a week, I communicate him. He said, look, these people are not taking my advice seriously. I need a collector. They're still up and down about this case. I have only Dumpsite to take you. If only you want Dumpsite. For revenue collector, that's what we call Lansings. It's not yet. But if you need them, I take you Dumpsite directly. So I apply Dumpsite only. So it's that time, Yaya was removed. I apply again. They take it to the NCO, Senator Martin. I know in the influence of the finance director, I was quickly hired. But on contract.
On contract.
Exactly.
So but you didn't know why they did not hire you on a permanent basis?
Well, best known to them, I don't know actually.
Sorry?
I said best known to them, I don't know actually why. I'm still following that.
But you still have few more years, and you could have made good of your service, because if you were hired on a permanent basis, you will be entitled to be paid pension because they will contribute for your payment. But for the contract, I'm not too sure whether that is paid for you. Did you find out whether contribution is made for you?
Yes, when this project almost phased out, or when they hand over the project to K.M.C, some of these...
Oh, you are employed under the Ballot project, right?
Exactly, that's what
your appointment letter says.
Exactly.
You are employed under the Ballot project.
But, yes.
Not under the mainstream council.
Yes, not under the mainstream council, because my payroll number shows me it's in Ballot.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm now clear. That's all I have. Yes.
That will be all for this witness.
So, Mr. Sani, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ma.
All right. If we need to get you to come back to clarify any issue, we will call on you.
Very well.
Well, thank you so much. We may rise.